what's happening, what's shaking, what's going on? This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass. Today I'm going to make a short demo for you with my 1988 Sadowsky, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. I recently published a video of me grooving along with a drum track. A couple people said the tone of the bass was, they wanted to hear the tone of the bass a little bit more closely without the drum track. So this instrument sounds fantastic. The only thing that I've done to it that isn't original is I changed the preamp. It originally had a Bartolini 2-band preamp in it, and there was nothing wrong specifically with the preamp that was in it. I still have it in case I ever want to put it back in, but I decided to put a 3-band in, and I added this knob right here. All Sadowskis have 4 in a row right here, and mine has this one extra one here. The guys at Bartolini made me a special harness, a custom harness for it that was more, that would work more for specifically for what I use, because the 3 controls that I use the most are the volume, the blend, and the bass. So the 3 up in the front here are volume, which is, you know, the one I use the most, and then the next one I'm just usually going back and forth between the front and back pickup. That's the blend, so I have that closest, and then I do the EQ backwards. I have bass, middle, treble, because I never use the treble boost, and then occasionally the middle, and pretty often I'll goose up the bass a little bit. So I just configured it a little bit differently. I prefer individual pots and knobs as opposed to stacks, because they're a little clumsy and hard to do on the fly when I'm actually, you know, in a tune. I don't like to be constantly fiddling around and coming out of the groove to make adjustments, so I typically set it in one place. And just go for it. So this instrument sounds fantastic, and it's a real special instrument because I always wanted a Sadowsky my whole entire life. Could never afford one, and then you know, this bass was bought by my teacher and friend and mentor and life coach, George Sessom. He bought it brand new in 1988, played it for 30 years, and then last year he passed it on to me. So this is the actual bass that made me want a Sadowsky in the first place, and 30 years later I ended up with that very bass. So it's incredibly special, sentimental in that way. It has the original drop D. You know, and these hip shot D extenders are fantastic, you know, on a 4-string. I have about 1, 2, 3, I think I have 5 of my 4-string basses. All are jazz bass types that have a drop D on it. So having that drop D is a really cool feature. And that's both pickups. Here's just the back pickup. And that's just the back pickup, and then this is just the front pickup. And then back to both pickups. you have it, my 1988 Sadowsky. Hope that answers some of the questions that several people have been asking about it. And yeah, right on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.